Hi everyone, it's me, Miss Farrah. Welcome back to my channel and time for another video. So today I wanted to talk about something that I've had recently a lot of messages from guys asking me these questions, which still surprises me because it does still surprise me that a lot of men do not understand how everything works. But I guess, you know, it's no different to when we're young and trans and still figuring out who we are. So I kind of get that. But I just felt like with the way things are in this day and age that people would be a lot more educated, or at least seek out the information online. So I guess you could say that a lot of these guys were seeking out information online by contacting me. So I appreciate that, so I'm not having a go. I'm also aware that a lot of men had an issue with my last video saying that I was man-hating and that I was against men, which is not the case. I'm a straight woman, I'm only attracted to men, so I don't hate men, but men do have a lot to answer for when it comes to a lot of things that happen in the world, and you're going to have to take some accountability for it. Of course, I'm not talking about all men, but when you throw out that blanket statement of not all men, it's, you know, it's that kind of thing of not taking any responsibility. So you do need to take some responsibility and change your actions towards a lot of things. Having said that, I'm also very aware that men who are attracted to trans women, it's not easy for them and they have a lot of difficult situations and decisions to make about things. So this is kind of what I wanted to touch on today. This video is not intended for people under 18. I will be covering topics covering the LGBT community, trans people and sexual intercourse. So if you are a pussy, please leave now. Anyway, so I get a lot of questions from guys asking me if it means that they're gay, if they like trans women. Now, I have covered this topic many times before, but it's always good to go over things again, because it doesn't matter how many times you say things, sometimes they just don't go through to the right people or enough people. And for all those people that say to me, why do I always go on about the same things? Well, clearly the same things need to be said because some people have not heard them. So here I am again answering the same questions, but it's an important thing to do. So if you, it's very simple. Your sexuality is based on your sexual orientation, meaning you either find masculinity attractive or femininity, or if you're bi, you find both attractive. Trans women are female. Transsexual women, they are feminine, they have femininity, they do not have any masculine characteristics that a man would have, therefore they fall into the femininity, female section. I hate using categories, but you know what I mean. So men who like genetic women or cisgender women, and they find them sexually attractive because they find femininity attractive, are also going to find trans women sexually attractive because they are feminine. In the same way that if you find masculinity attractive, and you're a man, you're going to find men attractive. It's quite simple. Also, a lot of men were getting confused about things you do in the bedroom with someone, and I also explained that acts that are performed together privately with two people has no bearing on your sexuality. Your sexuality is based on whether you find masculinity or femininity attractive, or both. So what you do in the bedroom with someone has no bearing on your actual sexual orientation, because if that was true, a lot of acts that gay men do in the bedroom, straight people would not also do those acts as well. They would be solely just for gay men. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying, but I can only say certain things on this channel, or on YouTube, should I say. So yeah, straight people would not engage in those acts together if they were only things that were only meant for gay men, you see. So things that we do in the bedroom together, privately with people, first of all, is no one else's business. It's just between you and the person you're with. But also, they have no bearing on your actual sexuality. It's about your attraction to masculinity or femininity. I would also say that these are my opinions and my views and my experiences. So, you know, I'm not an expert, so I just want to put that out there. You're allowed to challenge what I say. You're allowed to have your own views, your own opinions. So that's why we have these discussions and do these videos, so that we can all add to things and we can all learn things. I can still learn. I'm not opposed to learning new things. So, you know, if I have got anything wrong, or someone feels that they did not like the way I said something, or I've said it in the wrong way, then please let me know and we can have a discussion about it. Also, I had questions from guys saying to me that they really liked trans women. They really wanted to have a relationship with a trans woman, but the other men in their life were very toxic men, and they were very alpha male, toxic masculinity, and they didn't feel that they would be able to date someone properly and show their love for that person without the other men in their life causing them to end up having to have fights or arguments with them, or losing contact with these people, or these men spreading bad things about them because they were dating a trans woman. So I said, the thing is that, if you're going to date a trans woman, unless it's really serious, then as long as she knows that you are proud to be with her and you're proud to go out in public with her on your own, that should be enough for her. I don't think it's fair for a trans woman to pressure a guy into making his family meet her or outing himself to his family if he's not ready yet. That's no one should be outed in whatever guise we're talking about. So it should only be something that you would ever discuss if you suddenly were in a serious relationship with each other. I don't think you should ever let a trans woman push you into outing yourself just to prove that you love her. You being out and open with her together in public on your own together should be enough. I'd just like to point that out. And girls, you shouldn't pressure guys into doing that as well. They should do it when they're ready. And we all know that, men are very sensitive, and you can't push them into doing something in the same way that you can't make a man love you. If he loves you, then you will know he loves you because he will show you he loves you. And if he's not doing those things, then he doesn't have those feelings for you. I think also, men, it's really important for you to really be honest and open with the trans girl you are dating, because sometimes I know that some men have issues with expressing their feelings and being open and honest about how they feel. And sometimes because I think they're scared of rejection, or because they might be called a freak, or that there's something wrong with them. I get that. But when it comes to being with a trans woman, you really need to be as honest and open as you can with her, because she is always going to be worrying that you might leave, or that you will lose interest, or that you will get too scared to continue being with her. So the reassurance and honesty from you all the time about how you're feeling will really help the relationship and the situation, because then she knows exactly how you're feeling. We're not mind readers, and we don't always know how you feel unless you tell us. Of course, actions always speak louder than words. I will always say that. But sometimes you need to hear someone telling you exactly how they feel, especially sometimes because a lot of trans women can be, cautious about dating and cautious about being hurt, and like a lot of people do, but we're just talking about trans people here. So you need to make sure that you reassure her that things are okay. And as I saw recently a quote that someone said, and I cannot remember who said it, but they said, important relationships still need to have uncomfortable conversations. It's very true. You need to have conversations, whether they're uncomfortable or not. If they're important and they're going to work for you as a couple, for you to move forward, then there are things you need to discuss and talk about. Now, my advice to the guy that was asking me whether he should just go for it, and possibly, he said that he was working with his father, and his job was involved with his father and stuff, and he didn't want to lose his job or have to leave a job that he was getting paid well in to go follow his dream of dating someone and then losing everything. And I said, look, at the end of the day, life is short. You need to do what makes you happy. And for me personally, I found in my life that I've had to do things and take risks and take chances that could have led to a bad outcome. Because they were so important to me, I had to make those decisions. And that's the point, sometimes we have to do things that are really scary and that we don't know the outcome to, but we're driven to do them because they are so important to us, and we only have one life, and it's important to try and live your life as authentically and as happy as you can, as early as possible, for as long as you can. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. So I always say to people, if you're worried you're going to have regrets in your life, then it's a good idea to take the chance and do what you feel is right and that makes you happy. Or even if you need time to prepare something else, like to find another job that you can go into and then make that decision, always do it that's going to work out best for you. Don't jump into things without thinking about them. Always make sure that you are thinking about the things you're doing. But I can honestly say that, you know, living your life authentically as yourself takes a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of courage, and a lot of consistency and perseverance. But if you are able to do it and you've got to a place that you feel really content and happy in, I can honestly say that there's no better feeling. And it took me quite a while to get to a point where I felt really content and happy with who I am. But I've got there, and I'm not saying that life is a bed of roses all the time, but I would say that 99% of the time I'm really happy. But it takes work, and it takes a lot of you have to look in on yourself and work out what works for you. So my advice to men is that, you know, don't be ashamed of liking trans women. It doesn't make you gay. If you like, men who like trans women are straight because they are attracted to femininity. It's that simple, okay? Well, other people will say things, other uneducated people will say things and try and make you feel dirty or that there's something wrong with you because you like a trans woman. But there's nothing dirty or there's nothing wrong with you because you like trans women. The ignorance that's coming from them is what's making you worry about yourself or doubt yourself. Look at them, when they come up with things like as stupid as that, then just look at them and understand how uneducated and ignorant they are. It's got nothing to do with you, it has everything to do with them. I really hope that has helped some guys understand things a little bit more. I've had so many messages recently about it, so I thought it was a good idea to do a video and touch on these topics, because I don't think enough people are talking about these things. And yes, we do all hate on men a lot, but the men who do love trans women and the ones that do support us and lift us up, they do need some support as well. And I think it's important for the younger men who are finding out about trans women and are very unsure about their feelings, to just give them something to watch, to understand that there's nothing wrong with you, it's perfectly normal. You know, there's nothing wrong with trans people, then there's nothing wrong with loving trans people. Hope you all have a wonderful day, everybody. Lots of love, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.